lot of up and in.
And the rejection by Cousins. And
how about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that. Outside Jordan. Back to Harper.
Is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Richmond on D. It's a 5-point game. The drive by Jordan. That hit. And Richmond will go the other way with it.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Davis, the basket good on his first basket.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Jordan. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Harper. That is good.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Curry kicks to Davis. Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by Longley. Richmond on D. 3-point lead. Harper dishes to Pippen. Back to Harper. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Longley. Rebounded by Richmond.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Richmond shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. Wennington, he's checked in for Luke Longley. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's Durant with the drive. Trying to get open is Davis. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Davis.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
And it's Pippen missing. Richmond leading by 7. Durant the pass to Curry. Davis kicks to Cousins. Thompson for 3. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Thompson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. And there's the pass to Rodman. Durant with the steal. Here's Curry. And the rejection by Pippen. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Harper with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Harper against Curry. Shot clock at 5. Curry with the steal. Ball going up court. And Davis throws it down hard.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Curry dishes to Davis. Tries again, and it's blocked. And there's 1:45 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Pippen. The 3. They get it again. Richmond leading by 6. Here's Durant. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And the offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on them in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Simpkins, he's checked in for Rodman. Kukoc comes in for Pippen. And Kerr is subbed in for Harper. And that's out of bounds. Richmond will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
The drive by Wade. Left side, George. Against Kerr. George with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolute. Piling up the assist.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Count the buckets.
Boy, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Jordan kicks to Kerr. To the middle. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The feed now to Kerr. Back to Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jordan's got 11.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Richmond leads by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
Setting the floor for Richmond. Anthony out there with Griffin. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Paul George. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Kukoc gets the bucket.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Kerr, the pass to Pippen. Griffin against Kerr. Nice D from Griffin.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Kerr. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Chicago. Harper comes in for Kukoc. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Richmond. Paul comes in for Russell Westbrook. Thompson dishes to Anthony. He kicks it to Griffin. Wade passes to Paul. But they'll get another chance. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago making a switch here. Bushler's checked in.
John Bushler.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Pippen. And again, Chicago. No good. To the paint. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Thompson.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now the dish to Rodman. To the inside. Longley. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Richmond.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for Richmond. Cousins comes in for Blake Griffin. And Durant subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settled. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Harper against Paul. Harper kicks to Pippen. Pass to Longley. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
Outside for Durant. No good with the triple. Chicago trails by 13. Pass to Bushler. Rodman against Paul. Shot clock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark. And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Now the pass to Bushler. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Thompson. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. And it's Jordan in for Bushler. And then for Richmond, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Anthony. And Curry subbed in for Chris Paul. Feeds to Leonard. Outside Durant. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Aldridge. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here tonight. The first free throw is good. And Richmond making a change here. Davis is checked in. Both free throws good from Aldridge. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Chicago trails by 16. Harper kicks to Rodman. Curry against Jordan. That's short off the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Leonard attacking. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. 7 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Rodman in the post. Davis is on him. The shot's good from Rodman. We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Curry against Jordan. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Chicago trails by 19. Knocked away. Curry with the steal. Pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Your positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Gets an open look and hits. Jordan's got 13 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Leonard. George up top. Wade for three. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. It'll count. And down it goes just as the clock hit 0. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Richmond ahead, up by 16. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Jordan with a good game. 15 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Chicago with the ball. They trail by 16. Harper's out there with Jordan. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Longley. And it's Rodman in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Harper, and the rejection by Cousins. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Off target from three-point range. Harper dishes to Jordan. Outside, Rodman. Down low, trying to find Pippen. He's got it now. Pass to Longley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. Richmond leading by 14. Curry attacking. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Curry's got 5 points so far. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. To the inside, here's Rodman. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And Richmond decides to take their first time out here.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Here's Davis, and he gets it to go. He's got 8.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Timeout call.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Harper the pass to Jordan. It's Pippen with the drive. Outside for Jordan. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And stolen by Jordan. Curry against Harper. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by Richmond. Cousins has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Off target from outside. Chicago trails by 16. Stolen by Thompson. Curry. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Pretty looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
Now, I'll tell you what, Clark, you got to be feeling pretty good to put it up from out there.
Right side, Rodman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Cousins. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making some changes. Huntington comes in for Longley. And Kerr subbed in for Harper. And then for Richmond, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Davis. Anthony comes in for Kevin Durant. And Paul subbed in for Thompson. Stolen by Pippen. Dishes it to Kerr. Passes it to Wennington. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Wade, he's checked in for Richmond.
Substitution for the Richmond team. Dwayne Wade.
Kerr with it. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Aldridge. Wade dishes to Anthony. It's stolen by Rodman. Jordan with it. Now Anthony defending. Jordan the pass to Kerr. Inside, Pippen. Soft touch off the glass.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Richmond leading by 17. The drive by Paul. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Richmond shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Simpkins, he's checked in for Chicago. Kukoc comes in for Scottie Pippen. And then for Richmond, Kawhi Leonard comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Paul George in for Carmelo Anthony. Kerr. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That free throw, no good. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Chris Paul.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. Westbrook against Kerr. Leonard, no luck.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Rodman sets a screen. The drive by Jordan. Kerr with it. Westbrook picks him up. Rodman kicks to Kukoc. They get the rebound. Simpkins. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
And Richmond making a change here. Griffin's checked in. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Chicago calls timeout. Bushler's checked in for Chicago.
Now into the lineup for your Chicago team. John Bushler.
Here's Jordan. 15 points in the game. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Jordan's got 17 now. Here's Griffin. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Chicago trails by 16. Kerr kicks to Jordan. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Chicago grabs the miss.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Kerr, and it's Wade with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And that's out of bounds. Richmond will retain possession.
Now into the lineup for your Chicago team.
Off the inbound, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. For Richmond, they've been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And he can't get the first one.
At the line, Blake Griffin. At the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good. Dives for it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Substitution for the Richmond team. Anthony Davis.
Harper can't get it to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Richmond. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Tries to save it. So it's Richmond now. Setting the floor for Richmond. Anthony is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Here's Cousins. The shot will not go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Harper kicks to Pippen. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Pippen's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Chicago. Curry wide open, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And Richmond leads by 19. Curry's gone 3 of 5 from deep, shooting 60% so far from way outside. Harper dishes to Kukoc. Back to Harper. Tries from 10, and the rejection by Cousins. Rodman goes in, shoots over Cousins. The shot by Rodman, no good. Richmond leading by 19. Kicks to Wade. He feeds it to Cousins. Anthony, the pass to Kerr. Back to Anthony. Cousins, no one around him. That doesn't go either for Cousins.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And it's Pippen with the jam.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Anthony against Harper. He dishes it to Pippen. Beyond the arc. Good. Pippen's got 9 points here in the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Curry attacking, and the shot is good.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Chicago trails by 16. Harper kicks to Kukoc. Wade against Pippen with a step back. Rebounded by Richmond. Curry outside. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 16 points for Steph Curry.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Wade, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for Richmond. Kevin Durant's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's Klay Thompson in for Dwayne Wade. Harper dishes to Kukoc. Good on the three-point shot.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Chicago calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Michael Jordan is checked in for Chicago. Richmond also with a sub. Aldridge is checked in. From 10 feet out, takes a big high bounce and goes in.
You got to love that great assist by Jordan.
Richmond leading by 17. Curry kicks to Aldridge. Knocks it loose. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Pippen. 19 points for Jordan.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammates?
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And here's Pippen. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by Richmond. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Anthony Davis is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Thompson from long range. The rebound by Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Harper the pass to Rodman. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Longley. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, I like what they're doing inside here in the second half. I mean, they're still trailing, but they're showing a lot of grit down low in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Simpkins, he's checked in for Rodman. Kukoc comes in for Scottie Pippen. Bushler's checked in for Michael Jordan. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close.
Watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for him in the end.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Stephen Curry. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Wennington, he's checked in for Luke Longley. And Richmond will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Aldridge. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. Thompson, he's checked in for George. And Curry subbed in for Paul.
3 points, Phenoms.
.109 left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Kukoc. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Richmond leading by 18. It's Durant with the drive, and there's the feed to Thompson. Curry from beyond the arc, and then some.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Simpkins. Back to Kerr. To the middle, Bushler. And again, unable to change momentum here. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. Curry dishes to Davis. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Thompson misses.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Up top, Kukoc. Kicks it out to Kerr. Here's Simpkins. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get.